I will be sharing 2 or 3 techniques. To use this technique also, you need to have knowledge. You need to have conceptual understanding. 60 marks के आसपास हर एक एस्पेक्ट के आ जाते हैं. अब how to move from 60 to 100? Knowledge plus smart work is success. It is some of the smart work जो मैं आपको आज बताने वाला हूँ. Hello everyone. I am Sajal Singh, the academic director of Sarthi IAS Offline. So I have given 5 attempts, and in all my 5 attempts, I was able to clear prelims with decent margin, the minimum being 18 marks and the maximum being 40 marks. So, and I don't consider myself an expert of all the subjects, and I did not attempted all the 100 questions also. But somehow there was certain, along with the knowledge that I had acquired throughout the preparation, I also, developed certain techniques of question solving, which had also helped me to increase at least or add 20 marks to my total marks, right? तो वो 20-30 नंबर ऐसे हैं that is something that can help you sail through the prelims zone. क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं everyone can do up to 60 to 70 marks. हर एक 60 marks के आसपास हर एक एस्पिरेंट के आ जाते हैं जो एक सीरियस एस्पिरेंट है. अब हाउ टू मूव फ्रॉम 60 to 100 or how to move from, see, nobody wants to be in that zone of danger, right? कि just after the prelims, you're waiting for the results because you don't know whether you'll qualify prelims or not. Nobody wants that. Everybody should be in a zone जहाँ पे he's sure, next day he's sure कि I am cracking prelims and I should start my mains preparation, right? So ultimately, therefore, along with the knowledge aspect, along with the conceptual clarity, there are certain techniques that you can use to enhance your marks. Now, let me be very, there are certain disclaimers. One is that these techniques are not 100% correct, and I have developed 15 or 16 of these techniques. I will be sharing 2 or 3 techniques in this video, right? They're not 100% correct. Secondly, to use this technique also, you need to have knowledge. You need to have conceptual understanding. It cannot be like that कि आपने, you have not read, and even if you have not read, you will be able to use this technique. ठीक है ना? And thirdly, use these techniques only when you feel that कि आपके short questions जो हैं वो इतने ही बन रहे हैं. जैसे मेरे को लगता था कि मेरे short इतने ही बन रहे हैं. अब how to enhance my marks? So then I used to use these techniques. ठीक है ना? So these 3 disclaimers I am giving it to you. ठीक है ना? तो knowledge plus smart work is success. It is some of the smart work जो मैं आपको आज बताने वाला हूँ. ठीक है ना? So before we move, I also would like to announce that this offline program, prelims program, the second batch is launched starting from 12th February. And in this batch, I will be your guide and mentor. And we have just 100 seats. So you have to register in the link that is given below in the description box. And then probably our team will reach out to you. And the whole idea is that this program is not just a program where we'll teach you knowledge and application. Both will be provided to you. और ये जो मैं smart techniques की आज बात कर रहा हूँ, I'll take 3 lectures in this session or in this program, in which I'll be teaching you these techniques which you can use in the exam. ठीक है, first तो ये है. इसके अलावा there will be strategy sessions, there will be every second day test where I'll be there, I'll be your invigilator, and there will be report card where we'll be focusing on your gaps and working on your gaps. And there will be a super 25 batch within this super 100 where me and my team will intensively mentor you till the pre-exam and help you sail through. So let's move forward. First technique is hard to verify facts. That's the technique that helped me many times, especially in solving science and history questions. Hard to verify technique. So this was the question that was asked last year. Consider the following: butterflies, fish, frogs. How many of the above have poisonous species among them? अब देखो, UPSC does not want to fall in any controversy. Somebody will come and say कि भाई आपने बोला था कि फिश जो है पॉइजनियस नहीं होती है, या आपने बोला था कि भाई बटरफ्लाईज पॉइजनियस नहीं होती है, बट साउथ अमेरिका में एक बटरफ्लाई है जो पॉइजनियस है, जिसके बारे में यू आर नॉट अवेयर, राइट? एंड देन ही फाइल्स अ केस इन द कोर्ट एंड द होल एग्जाम प्रोसेस विल बी डिलेड. तो यूपीएससी सिंस डज नॉट वांट टू फॉल इन अ कंट्रोवर्सी लाइक दैट, जब भी वो इस टाइप के क्वेश्चन पूछता है जहां पे देयर इज हार्ड टू वेरीफाई कि वो नहीं हो सकता है, राइट? हो सकता है ठीक है, लेकिन नहीं हो सकता है, जहां पे भी इस टाइप का सीन होता है तो यूजुअली सारे ऑप्शंस करेक्ट होते हैं, सारे ऑप्शंस करेक्ट होते हैं, राइट? बिकॉज अगेन so controversial to prove that, especially in science, in environment, if something is not possible, right? Every day discoveries are happening in the field of science, in the field of environment, in the field of ecology. So yeah, option will be all three. Yeah, let's say this question was asked in the 2023 prelims. Some mushrooms have medicinal properties, some mushrooms have psychoactive property, some mushrooms have insecticidal properties, some mushrooms have बायोएमिसेंट प्रॉपर्टीज. अगर हम बात करें तो अगेन सो हार्ड टू वेरीफाई कि कोई मशरूम के पास नहीं है वो प्रॉपर्टीज, वेरी हार्ड टू वेरीफाई, वेरी वेरी हार्ड टू वेरीफाई, एंड यूपीएससी डज नॉट वांट टू फॉल इन दैट कंट्रोवर्सी. सो ऑल ऑप्शंस आर करेक्ट, राइट? या फिर इफ यू सी दिस क्वेश्चन was asked also by in the UPSC prelims regarding the taxation system of Krishnadeva, the ruler of Vijayanagar. Consider the following statement: the tax rate on land was fixed depending on the quality of the land. Private owners of the workshops paid an industry's tax. अभी जो ऑप्शन सेकंड है, अगेन इट इज वेरी हार्ड टू वेरीफाई कि क्योंकि हिस्ट्री है. अब क्या पता, how can we say with surety कि नहीं होता होगा, right? This is, I mean, ultimately private owners they paid industries tax. ये चीज नहीं होना, ये प्रूव करना कि भाई नहीं था इंडस्ट्री टैक्स, कितना डिफिकल्ट है. और क्या पता कल को कोई हिस्टोरियन प्रूव कर दे कि नहीं था इंडस्ट्रीज टैक्स. So that's why it is, these kind of statements are usually right because it's hard to verify that it is wrong. Or if you see this question again asked by UPSC last year, statement 1 says many chewing gums found in the market are considered pollution, a source of environment, right? Statement 2 says many chewing gums contain plastic as gum base. ठीक है ना? तो ultimately अब यहां पे again the keyword is many. अब मेनी है, अगेन इट्स हार्ड टू वेरीफाई कि कोई भी च्युइंगम जो है वो पॉल्यूटेड नहीं है. तो अल्टीमेटली, और सेकंड स्टेटमेंट भी जो है मेनी च्युइंगम्स कंटेन प्लास्टिक एज गम बेस, तो अगेन इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू वेरीफाई दैट, राइट? सो व्हेनेवर यू हैव स्टेटमेंट्स लाइक दिस व्हिच इज वेरी हार्ड टू वेरीफाई, 99.9% राइट होंगे. ठीक है? Then technique 2 is logical selection. This requires knowledge. Without knowledge, you cannot use this technique of logical selection, right? For example, this question was asked by the UPSC last year. Consider the following countries: Italy, Japan, Nigeria, South Korea, South Africa. Which of the above countries are frequently mentioned in the media for low birth rate, aging population, or declining population? अब if you see around, usually declining population and aging is associated with what? Developed countries, right? Developing countries mein to you have a youthful force, you have a youthful workforce, and the population is not declining because we are not in that phase of the theory of demographic transition. If you are aware about the theory of demographic transition, that's the last phase that your population starts declining, and that is happening with the developed countries in the world. So once you have that knowledge in your mind, you can apply that in your factual thing. So in this case, we have 3 countries that are developed countries. We have 3 countries, that are developed countries: Italy, Japan, and South Korea, right? And that's why, and Nigeria and South Korea both are developed countries. Sorry, both are developing countries. Developing countries does not have this problem, right? So ultimately, that's how we'll come to the answer A, 1, 2, and 4. Then if you talk about this, with reference to the technologies for solar power production, consider the following statements. 1. Photovoltaics is a technology that generates, ये भी यूपीएससी ने पूछा था, technology that generates electricity by direct conversion of light into electricity. While solar thermal is a technology that utilizes the sun's ray to generate heat. Photovoltaics generate alternative current while solar thermal generates direct current. Third, India has a manufacturing base for solar thermal technology but not for photovoltaics. Now, if you see the statement 3, if India does not have a manufacturing base, then why are we, why the US has taken the case of solar in the WTO? अगर हमारे पास मैन्युफैक्चरिंग बेस ही नहीं है फोटोवोल्टिक्स का, तो यूएस हमको क्यों घसीट रहा है कि भाई यूएस जो है कि इंडिया अपने लोगों को प्रेफर कर रहा है, अपने सप्लायर्स को प्रेफर कर रहा है, वो इसी चक्कर में कर रहा है क्योंकि इंडिया के पास बेस है. हाँ, उतना अच्छा नहीं है, उतने एफिशिएंट नहीं है, बट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग बेस होना इज डेफिनेटली, अगर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग बेस है तभी तो यूएस इज फाइटिंग विद अस इन द डब्ल्यूटीओ. तो अल्टीमेटली, एंड प्लस मैन्युफैक्चरिंग बेस तो इंडिया के पास सबका है, एफिशिएंसी नहीं है, वो बात अलग है. सो वंस यू यूज दिस लॉजिक यू कैन एलिमिनेट 3. स्टेटमेंट 1 जो है वो आपका इन जनरल ठीक है, इसमें कुछ गलती हो ही नहीं सकती है बिकॉज इट्स वेरी इट्स जस्ट अ डेफिनेशन. So the answer would be A, 1 only. Then if you see this question, logical selection. Recently, Venezuela has achieved a rapid recovery from its economic crisis and succeeded in preventing its people from fleeing or immigrating to other countries. Right? And the statement 2 is Venezuela has the world's largest oil reserve. अब ये जो पहला स्टेटमेंट है, रैपिड रिकवरी हो गई. If it would have been rapid recovery, you must have heard it. You must have read some articles in Hindu Indian Express. Ki see Venezuela, it was under so much economic crisis few years back. Now it's doing so well. There would have been a news like that, but we have not seen any kind of news like this, right? So definitely, if it would have been a miracle recovery, it would have been used, but नहीं हुआ ना यूज. न्यूज में तो नहीं था ना, तो स्टेटमेंट में रॉन्ग है. अच्छा, इन क्वेश्चंस की खास बात अच्छी है कि अगर आपने एक को रॉन्ग कर दिया, डायरेक्टली आप अपने आंसर में आ जाओगे. ठीक है, डायरेक्टली आपका आंसर डी हो जाएगा. ठीक है ना. सो दैट्स हाउ यू कैन यूज दिस. या फिर इफ यू सी दिस क्वेश्चन, इंडिया इज अ मेंबर ऑफ इंटरनेशनल ग्रेन्स काउंसिल. अ कंट्री नीड्स टू बी अ मेंबर ऑफ इंटरनेशनल ग्रेन काउंसिल फॉर एक्सपोर्टिंग और इंपोर्टिंग ऑफ राइस एंड व्हीट. कितना एक्सट्रीम है ये स्टेटमेंट कि कंट्री अगर इस काउंसिल की मेंबर नहीं होगी तो एक्सपोर्ट ही नहीं कर पाएगी. ऐसी कौन सी सुप्रा नेशनल बॉडी आ गई है. सो अल्टीमेटली लॉजिक सेंस ये लगाते हैं, लॉजिकल से आप लॉजिक से सोचोगे तो आप मानोगे दिस इज रॉन्ग. थर्ड टेक्निक which I used excessively was giving attention to or give special attention to any data, because many times data is wrong. Data में खेलता है यूपीएससी. For example, see, this question was asked last year. The European Parliament approved the Net Zero Industry Act recently. Statement 2 says the EU intends to achieve carbon neutrality by 2040 and therefore aims to develop all of its own clean technology by that time. अब ये जो 2040 है, ये 2050 है. So UPSC played with the data. 50 को 40 बना दिया. And once you eliminate that, डायरेक्टली आप आंसर पे आ गए. सी, या इफ यू सी दिस क्वेश्चन, इंडिया डज नॉट, ये भी लास्ट ईयर आया था, इंडिया डज नॉट इंपोर्ट एप्पल्स फ्रॉम द यूएस से. अगेन डेटा है कि हम बिल्कुल 0 एप्पल्स इंपोर्ट करते हैं यूएस से, 0 एप्पल्स. अगेन ये रॉन्ग है, और ये रॉन्ग हो गया तो आपका सीधे आपका आंसर आ गया विच इज जो है डी. अब ये देखो, इंडिया डिस्पाइट हैविंग यूरेनियम डिपॉजिट, ये भी लास्ट ईयर ही था, लास्ट ईयर था, डिपेंड्स ऑन कोल फॉर मोस्ट ऑफ इट्स इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोडक्शन. स्टेटमेंट 2 सेज यूरेनियम enriched to the extent of at least 60% is required for production of electricity. यहां भी देखो इन्होंने डेटा से प्ले किया है, 3% है, 3%, not 60%. 80% is required for building bomb. So 3% is the data. अब देखो कितनी सारे क्वेश्चंस में लास्ट ईयर इफ यू सी डेटा गलत पूछा यूपीएससी ने, ठीक है ना. सो दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग कि ऐसे ही मैंने कुछ 15 टेक्निक्स डेवलप करी हैं जो जिसने मेरे को बहुत हेल्प किया टू क्लियर द एग्जाम. इट इज आल्सो हेल्प्ड अ लॉट ऑफ माय मेंटीज टू स्कोर वेरी हाई इन प्रीलिम्स, ठीक है ना. सो आई होप दैट, बट अगेन डिस्क्लेमर इज use it on your own risk. I used it because I think my logic sense was good. It may vary from an aspirant to an aspirant. So use it in this, and that is all in the today's session. Thank you.